Hey number one, welcome back to TIES 101. And this is usually when I say to answer big questions through science, but it's things are looking a bit differently right now. I've gone through some changes in my life. This video is actually for one of those big changes. I have a girlfriend now, and her birthday is coming up, so I am going to be making her something very special. Or at least try. So have you seen the live action How to Train Your Dragon movie? I was able to go to it about 3 or 4 days before it was released in theaters. While we were there, they had a merch table full of stuff from the movie. And one of the things that was on the merch table was a tumbler, which it's probably shown on the screen. Honestly, we both absolutely love this thing. It looked super cool. It felt as though it was grainy a bit. The texture on it, you could tell it looks like there's dragon scales. I think that's the vibe of what they were going for. But also it had like this interesting like holographic kind of like glittery stuff to it. I don't know. I thought it was honestly one of the coolest things ever. We weren't able to get the tumbler at the event, but we were always on the lookout to see if we can find that thing online. It's incredibly expensive wherever you find it, if you find it. To be honest, the ones that I found were like $1,000 from the Philippines. I'm pretty sure that one was a scam. I can't find it anywhere. I honestly can't. Instead of waiting for this mystical cup to show up, why don't I take one and make one myself? Should be simple, right? Yeah, I kind of was inspired to do this after watching an Evan and Caitlin video where they were doing hacks on UV resin specifically. And I noticed on one of those videos, or one of those hacks, they blew bubbles with UV resin and put it on a slab of already cured resin, and it kind of left this really cool shape on there, to which they just said it was like a texture or something. Like I don't remember what they said, what it looked like, but to me, what I saw was like, that's dragon scales. That is totally dragon scales. I need to make that. I need to try it for myself. So that's what we're doing. But before I guess we do that, I gotta go to grab something real quick. Oh, why are you looking that way? There we go. Perfect. Now we're ready to go. So to start, we're not going to jump to this yet. We need to take some baby steps and some trial runs to see if this method's actually doable. So I have this. It's a candle that I found randomly underneath one of my bookshelves. But it's kind of the same material, I believe, as this one is, or at least something similar. I don't know. I don't think it's going to be too important. But my method to actually getting this thing to work is going to start with this stuff, the tack spray. I honestly was just looking for something that was a spray-on adhesive. I thought this stuff was actually quick drying. And also this is like very toxic, so I'm not going to be spraying it off in here. I'm going to be going outside and spraying some of this stuff on. So after I get the adhesive sprayed on, did I say adhesive? I don't remember. Anyway, I'm spraying on adhesive. As soon as I get the adhesive on here, we're going to be using some glitter, or ultrafine black holographic glitter, to which I just found at a hobby store. I wanted specifically black holographic glitter because I believe that will give the exact kind of shine that I saw with the original tumbler. I'm not exactly sure. It had more of a purple hue to it. So I'm hoping that this will, like, your eyes will be able to see like more of a purple hue to it. If not, I do have a backup. We're gonna try it with this stuff first, and then after that we'll go into seeing if we can use the UV resin and practicing my skills with the blowing bubbles, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, give that a shot. Hello. Ew, that's not looking good at all. What is this? I thought this thing would look more smoothly, but it's kind of grainy. I don't know. Okay. So I got it on there, and it smells. Holy crap, that definitely is toxic. But I think what I will do now is try to get some of this glitter on here, and I'm going to try to save some of it. Oh wow, there's no... Wow, that just popped right off. Oh boy. So once again, yeah, I'm using some ultra-fine black holographic glitter that I just found at a hobby store. And from what I've seen in some research that I've done is that I'm going to pour this on here a lot, and there's going to be a lot of extra stuff. And then it'll look good, I guess. I honestly don't know. Also, I'm going to keep, okay, for statement, I'm going to keep going with this. But I don't like how this looks. If you see this, there's a lot of drips. Maybe from like just putting... I try to spray it as evenly as I possibly could, but this doesn't look that great, if I'm being honest with you. With these drips on there, that's going to make it... it's going to give like the texture to feel far more lumpy than what I would like. I wanted it to still feel smooth, you know? So, but I don't know. I'm going to keep going with this to see if we can still actually salvage this, because my spraying was not exactly the most ideal, but hey. Excuse me. Okay. Just want to pour a lot. Oh, yeah, that's fine. It's okay. It is normal. Don't lose grip. Don't lose your grip. I hope you can see that. Can you see that? Maybe. Just, no, I can't do that. Never mind. I don't care. Oh boy. You, can you see that? Where is it? Oh, there it is. Oof, okay, that's good, that's good, that's okay. Just trying to get it lit up a little bit higher. Don't worry about it, it's okay. It's gonna be okay, this is fine. Almost, oh wow, I actually almost got all the way around there. That's pretty good. Okay. Cool. That works. Alrighty, I think I'm good, maybe. I think I got all the areas. Yeah, we're fine. Okay, and that's great, actually. I bought like 3 of these, just in case I need more, but, well, oh, I guess I forgot. This is the test one, so I might actually still need those. But now, what we have to do is actually, like, we have to rub it, like, some of the excess glitter off, and I should put my glove on. Okay. I'm gonna set this down instead and go find a glove. Probably dragging glitter all over the place right now. I hope you can hear me, like, pretty well. I have like several audio and video things being recorded at once. I'm hoping I'm being picked up on at least one of them, but alright, now we are gloved. And, okay, nope, we're good. Now we're gonna just rub off the excess and see if we can get that same kind of texture that I was hoping for. Uh-oh. Oh wait, I think it's working. You can see between like here and here that there's like it's more shine on this end than here. That means I think it's working. Uh-oh. Well, that's not good. Oh no, that's not good. Oh no. Anyway, it's fine. Whatever. We'll come back to it. Oh no! Okay, we're fine. Just have a whole huge pile of glitter right in front of me. And I might swat at it with my hand, but I don't think it got on me. I think we're fine. So yeah, as you can see, there's this glitter that pretty much adheres to the adhesive that I put on there at the start, but with this type of glitter, I was really hoping, and I think it is, sticking to it in a way where you could be able to really get a really cool kind of like pearl color to it, like a black pearl, as it were. And it feels feels like there was larger chunks that I could just brush off, but I don't think it's actually brushing off very well. You can see here, like, there's a lot of great stuff actually in like these patterns here, but there's these lumps here that are like where I think extra glue was, and it's not really, it's creating spots, and I don't want spots, I want smoothness. Should I have waited on the rubbing it maybe? Or maybe, well, it did have like I didn't know that there was, you know, spots, because we saw it, right? Yeah, we saw it. Maybe that's actually what's causing these issues here. I don't know if like a sander would work here. Probably not. Yeah. Oh, come on. Well, I think I got most of the access off, but there's like, it's not looking good. Thank goodness I did this test first. Holy crap. This spot was great. It's like a little bit blemishes like in this one singular line right here. That was fine. This is fine, like right here, but then you just don't have to look at the 99% of everything else, and you'll be fine. Ah, shoot, dang it. I think that the problem is that glue is not a good one to use. But I do see like another problem in all this is that you can see a bit more of a shine to this than you did before, to which is not really the glue, it's more of like the actual glitter, but you don't see really any purple. It's more just all black with a shiny like pink-ish stuff in it. So that's not the really aim that I was going for. Alrighty. Now I've got a whole bunch of glitter all over my desk. You can't see it, but you can. See all that? Yeah. I'm gonna think about what I'm doing as I'm cleaning this up. Notice, clean up your desk. If it's your only desk that you have to actually do projects like this, you have to clean it up. I mean, you can have it messy. I honestly don't care, but I kind of need it for the space. So, that is unfortunate that didn't work. Honestly, I thought it would. I mean, it still got glitter on it, but it still smells bad. It's awful. Really awful. This is why we run tests, people. Feels as though that the reason why this one didn't work out as well as I hoped it did is using that type of adhesive glue and the glitter that I used. And also, I don't know if you could tell this, but I swear I saw it like spray out some glue at one point and create like strings of glue that was getting on to this thing. But I mean, that could have been just user error on that front. Even if the glue was perfectly applied to this and it was like a nice even coat, the color is not right. It is really not right. I don't know if you could be able to see it from the image, but in the image I could swear had a bit more of a purple hue to it. So yeah, I do have only one other backup plan for that to get the color exactly right. While I was at the store, I found this, which is just color changes from every angle. Color shift, purple, sunrise. Apply over a black base coat. Yeah. So I didn't know if this would actually work. I honestly, I just saw it casually when I was looking for the glitter, and I couldn't help but just buy it to see if it would actually do anything. So I think I'm gonna do spray paint this and see if it looks any better. I hope so, because this is the last idea that I have. Yeah, and I'll have to go back to the drawing board for this. Let's see. Ooh. You see that? Trying not to touch it. I think this is like the regular glitter spot, and then there's the purple. Purple sunrise. That looks really good. This looks great, actually. You know, it still looks rough and everything, but it still looks cool. So, I found another cup. I realized that with the glitter, as a pretty much became like the base coat of the candle, probably is a good idea to try to spray this on again to something different and seeing if it still looks similar to what that looks like. Oh no. How's that for ya? Oh no, oh no. There's ripples. That ain't good. That might be on me though. On the directions of this thing, it did say to try to sand down the top layer. Should have probably have done that. Huh. So I'm wearing a mask now because it's starting to get a little bit fumey in here. But I did some stuff a little bit off camera, so as you can see, there's a... Can you see that? Yeah, there's a little bit of a ripple in here because I did a poor job in spraying it. I shut off the camera and did a little bit of just working it on my own for the other side, and to be honest, it actually worked out a lot nicer. You just ignore that. Don't look at that. It actually looks really nice and smooth on this side. There's some scratch marks here because I did try to like sand it down, but it actually ripped up a little bit of the paint on the actual cup, so I don't know if I will be sanding down the actual tumbler when I do it. And I just took it a little bit slower at more of a distance and added a little bit, couple of coats slowly, surely, and also just waved my hand around like this on my porch, which was a lot of fun. But you can tell it looks really good. It actually does. That's exactly the kind of color that I was going for, and it's like really sweet, really nice. I really like that. So now the next step is to see if we could be able to duplicate this texture that I saw on Evan and Caitlin's video. In the video, what they did was they took some UV resin, to which I have here, and they squirted some on just casually on whichever side there's on it, then put some, well, they filled up a bowl full of water and soap, and I have a straw here to create some of the bubbles. So what I will be doing is taking this cup, and some UV resin. I'm just going to do the one side here because that's the only one I got, and try to see if I can make sure I get the resin on the semi-ish flat part of the, just on the top. I'm trying to get it so it doesn't like ripple too much on the sides and such. And get some bubbles, put it on there, then quickly hit it with my UV resin. Hang on a second. You can probably see it in the other camera, but it's my UV resin. Oop. Oh, my UV. Sorry, this is my UV resin. Sorry. Ugh, jeez. Now, what I'm going to first do is put some UV resin on the section that I'm going to hit. Pretty much just this better painted area right here, and then I'm going to blow some bubbles and try to coat the wherever the UV resin is, and then quickly blast it with this, and we'll see if that works. Yeah. Okay. And now it's time for the part of the episode where I bite off more than I could chew. I ran into so many problems that I am now going to just do a voiceover summarizing them all, then subjugating you all to my suffering. Okay, so one major problem that I had was that it was hard to hold, or should I say, it was easy to hold the cup. It was just hard to navigate everything else. I needed to put UV resin on there, and then after that I needed to be able to blow some bubbles, and then after that I needed to scoop the bubbles and put them on the UV resin. And after all of that, I had to hold a light on top of the bubbles. It just was really hard to be able to maneuver all of that with just one hand. And another major problem was that my UV light was plugged into the wall. It just made it very hard to maneuver it whenever I needed to put it on top of the bubbles to be able to harden the UV resin. In all honesty, I should have just gotten the UV flashlight so that was battery operated, then the wall plugged in, but it was too late. I already did it. And the major problem I kept running into, the bubbles kept popping. Had no idea why. Well, now I do. I can understand why. It turns out that when you're in a dry room, the bubbles will pop. It's pretty straightforward now, but during the time it wasn't. No matter what I did, the bubbles just kept popping. It didn't matter the size of the bubbles or even the number of them. If I just put a good amount of bubbles on there and just hit it with a UV light, instantly they would start popping right away. The resin wouldn't harden quick enough, and it just left this really gross, disgusting, greasy looking shell, to which was not what I wanted at all. I was debating whether or not if I wanted to keep this in the video. I decided to because this type of work, it's not straightforward. You have to just come up with a method, and then it's trial by error at that point. And oftentimes it's just frustrating because you're trying something new, you're trying something different, and it can be just stressful at times whenever you just want to see if it works. When it doesn't, it's like, how, what, huh? Why? Needless to say, I was ready to give up. I had to go, I had to leave and cool off for a little while, but I knew in the back of my mind that I was doing this for someone that I cared about a lot, and that in reality, if she was standing with me and seeing my frustrations, she would absolutely say that it's okay. It's okay to be angry. It's okay to be frustrated at times. Just can't let that live within you. Just gotta get it out, but then move on from it. So, here comes the next segment where I move on from it. Enjoy! Okay. So, I had to stop recording for a little while. I don't know if I'll actually put the video in. I got just a bit frustrated. I've learned and I've grown, and I had some more ideas to which I have already tested, and I could be able to tell you more about it now. Because I may have already started on the concept. It looks like pretty dang good, I will say. So the one thing I kept running into with the cup here, oh yeah, that's right, I got a different UV flashlight. And then while I was at the store, I also bought materials for this. Now this is my cup holder. Except it's a reverse cup holder. At least this is the most useless cup holder you will ever see because it's just meant to hold a cup and nothing else. So the cup is actually meant to sit on here, and I can direct it however direction I want it to, and be able to have another free hand instead of me holding it while also holding the UV light. That has actually helped out quite a bit in all of this. I made it myself. I'm not even sure what these things are meant for. It just perfectly fit the cup itself. And then this was a piece of a metal easel for like painting on that I found at the store, and it was cheap, simple to take apart and bend to my desire, and this is it. It fits perfectly into this. I have no idea what this thing is. I honestly have no idea what it's meant for. And then the most important thing that I think really made a difference in this whole thing was this. It's a new concoction. Not exactly what I used to using. I couldn't control the bubbles. I honestly couldn't. It's very much dealing with UV resin and also like blowing bubbles and putting it on there. It's very much like an organic kind of thing to do, and you can't control that at all. But I wanted to get larger bubbles to get more of these like I don't know. I didn't like the smaller bubbles in there. It was just like I didn't want the entire thing coated with miniature bubbles. I want big. I want huge. I want big bubbles in this whole thing. I still wasn't able to quite get that. As you can see, there's still there are still some like larger bubbles in this. If I can't be able to control where the bubbles go or like how large or small I get, it's just got to be whatever it is. I at least wanted it to last long enough for the UV to actually cure. So it turns out there is a recipe to making stronger bubbles. I was using tap water for my first iteration, and then a whole lot of soap. That was it. That was all that was there. And to which this new recipe is actually just distilled water because it has less of the minerals that is found in normal tap water. It has 1.5 cups of distilled water, a half cup of dish soap. Main ingredient that actually I was told to try was corn syrup. Sure, why not? Why not? It's corn syrup. Obviously, that means stronger bubbles. But who was I to argue? I ended up trying it, and I will say, even yeah, you can tell actually, those are pretty clean bubbles that you get from there. And I've had this sitting out for the last few days, so it's really settled in and mixed up and stuff. The bubbles will still pop a bit too early, and I think that the reason why maybe Evan and Caitlin got the quality that they have is because they have a ridiculously expensive UV lights that I cannot find anywhere on the internet, and even if I did, I don't think I would be able to buy it, nor would I be able to justify myself in buying it. I don't know how you guys do it. Oh, and there you go. So that's the problem right there too. I have to be as silent as possible. I can barely even breathe because it could even pop the bubbles there too. Which is why I didn't really talk so much or while I was recording, as you can see in the video. But with those out of the way, we have our actual bottle, which is still, like I showed you, it's actually pretty nice. It looks pretty sick so far. There's still actually some stuff that I need to do with it because, as you can see in the photograph, there was one more important piece that was missing. Oddly enough, they don't actually sell these anywhere. I couldn't find it, this exact brand with an actual sticker on it. I had to buy this on Etsy, and they did a great job. I just sent them the file that I needed, and they printed it out. They originally had a white border all around it, to which that was just how it came printed. Maybe I could have requested it differently, but I didn't care enough, so I just took the scissors and very carefully cut all the way around it to help remove that white line, which was very helpful. But yeah, I also got look at these. even smaller. I don't know why, that was just in the package. I thought that was cool. So now I have to blow more bubbles and complete the texture on this side of things. I'm going to do my best to avoid this as possible because, as you can see, it could be hard for actually reading, and to be honest, I would rather this be left untouched. So maybe I'll try to create as much of a border around here as possible. So I think what I'll do is just put a thin layer of resin around here so that it's protected first, and then I'll take care of the rest. So yeah, there you go. So like I said, I don't know if I will put my little tantrum in the video. I feel as though that I did or would, but if not, I just simply wanted to say that it's okay to be mad and frustrated about a project. You should feel valid in something that makes you frustrated. Definitely shouldn't be something where you go out and harm yourself or other people. That's not healthy. That doesn't help. But just having some healthy anger, smash a pillow, hit it against the wall. I even took my Nerf axe and I would take it and beat it against a couch just to work out some of that frustrations. And that helps. It helps. Sometimes when you just get angry, you need to let it out, and you should feel safe in letting that out. It might look scary and it might be terrifying sometimes, but ultimately it would be scarier to hold it in. For sure. I honestly hope that you have someone that you can be angry in front of and that won't judge you. I hope that you are in a safe area where you can feel as though you can have your emotions and not be judged by them. I'm making this project for my girlfriend, whom has been honestly a shining light for me. She has chosen not to judge me. She has trusted me with a lot. And she's incredible. I am honestly shocked that I am a guy she wants to date. It's true. I'm a weirdo. I do weird things, and yet somehow she wants to be with me. It's weird. It honestly is. And I honestly hope that you find someone out there that can make you feel the same way. Weird, yes, but also just supported and safe. Yeah. Anyway, enough of this. Gotta get this done. Jeez. Hey guys, it's done. Look at this beauty right here. I mean, you can just see and feel the actual texture of the resin on this glass, and it honestly feels exactly how I wanted it to feel. Just something a bit different. Like you can run your fingers across this texture right here, and then you feel as though you're actually touching scales. I will admit, when I was starting on this journey, I wanted to try to control every aspect of how this texture was going to be put on the bottle, but in the end, I really should have just let it go and stop trying to control everything, because it honestly looks fantastic. You can see how each bubble was hardened using the UV resin. I honestly thought that sanding down the bottom here would be a terrible idea. In the end, it didn't. It honestly didn't. It made it look beautiful and fantastic. It actually, I would say it helped enhance the scales more on the base here. Yeah, I have to say that even though it doesn't look anything like the product online, I honestly love this better. The fact that I could be able to just see the symbol like in low darkness, and you can even tell in certain light aspects that it's a black cup. But then as soon as you bring it into the light, it changes colors from a blue to even like a purple. I don't know how I could be able to show this to the camera at all, but on the camera it looks like it's blue, but to me when I stare at this it's purple. And that's just incredible how this even looks. And then even like in the lower lighting, you can maybe see a little bit of purple there, but you mostly see black, which is incredible. That's exactly what I was going for. That's what I saw on the product itself. I honestly love this thing way more. I really actually do, which is surprising considering how that I felt throughout the whole process. I just was anxious and like really defeated because it was I didn't think it looked great. I didn't think it would look great. I honestly didn't. And I was proven wrong. And I'm super excited that I was, because it looks fantastic. It looks incredible. Man, this project really was eye-opening. In all honesty, I had to go through a little bit of research. I had to buy the safety gear and also identify how to make this process like work, and I basically had to create it from scratch myself. In the end, I actually am grateful because I was able to create something truly amazing, and I love it, so much. But it doesn't matter if I love it. There's someone else that needs to actually approve this. I really hope that she does.
Okay.
Hello.
Hi. This is my beautiful girlfriend.
Hello.
Okay, so you have no idea what's about to happen. Do you?
No.
Yeah, you know that it's a gift.
It's a secret project.
A secret project, yes. I literally was just, you can't see me, what am I trying to, I literally just like, hey, I got this idea, right? And I just like, I have no idea if it's going to work, but we're going to see how it goes. And I think it worked. I think you're gonna love it.
Was that like 2 months ago?
That was 2 months ago.
That you first told me about it.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna take me longer to actually build this. It might have been a bit of a jump from when I last recorded to now, but it's ready. It's done. It is sitting. Sorry, I can't see my finger. It's in there.
Okay.
You should see it as soon as you open this door.
Okay.
It's on my workbench.
Where the printers are?
No, it's past. It's literally at the far wall.
Okay.
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 So, yeah, you ready?
Okay. Yeah.
Go ahead.
All right. You did not.
I kind of did.
Are you serious?
Absolutely serious.
What?
Yeah.
How did you do this? Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
This is incredible.
You remember when we were at the How to Train Your Dragon opening night and we saw this cup? Yeah. Isn't it awesome?
This is so good. How did you do this?
Shoot. Dang it. What I did was, so I used this UV resin that I
Okay.
found at Michael's.
Okay.
A lot of bubbles.
Yeah.
And so I literally just pour a bit of UV resin on there,
Mhm.
slap some bubbles on top of that, and I quickly hit it with a UV light. This is what it originally looked like.
Oh, gotcha.
It originally looked like this. It
It
literally
has a
was
bluish
black.
tint to it.
Exactly. See, that was the thing that I noticed about the cup when we first got it. It had a weird kind of like hints of color to it underneath it, rather than just a plain black. I spray painted it a couple of times.
Okay.
And so now, literally, you can see it in the light,
Mhm.
and in different shades of light. It'll turn from purple to blue, and in
Actually,
very
I
low
can
light.
see it.
Yeah. And in low light,
Wow.
black, straight up black. And you can feel like kind of like this like interesting
Yeah, it's like a
texture on it.
texture to
Yeah,
it, and it
yeah.
kind of resembles like scales.
That's exactly
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Wow. I'm very impressed that you were able to recreate this.
Yes. Yeah. It was like one day I saw something online. I'm like, wait, is this possible? Can I make this?
Yeah. Wow,
Yeah.
that's amazing.
I had to get that specially made as well, the sticker.
Oh.
Yeah. And it's like, it still looks really
Mhm.
great. And that should be fine too. I covered that in resin, so
Okay.
it won't wash off or anything like that.
Okay. Very nice.
Yeah.
I cannot wait to start using this.
Yes.
Just bring it into work.
Oh, look at this, my How to Train Your
Yes.
Dragon cup.
as I was doing it, I was not really happy with it
Mm.
because I didn't think it was working out very well.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't until like at the very end where I was like, wait a second, is this good?
Yeah. Trust the process.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, thank you.
No problem.
This is
I'm
amazing.
glad you like it. I really was hoping. It worked. Yay. Where's my switch? There it is. Well, that's it for this video. I hope that you liked it. If you have any comments or ideas of how to make this process even better, or maybe even try to give me some pointers on how to deal with like UV resin to help it cure quickly, I would definitely appreciate that. Or any ideas that you have for this video or something that you want me to try to make. I would love to hear it. All right, that's all for now. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you around, number one.